Da Nang, Vietnam has become a mecca for blokes wanting to reduce their cost of living or retire in the sun. But is it getting too expensive? Today, I'm touring 4 budget properties around the city to find out if Vietnam is still affordable or if it's time to find somewhere else. We're going to see the studio, and then after that, I'll show you the rooftop pool. When was the building finished? Yeah.
The last year.
1 year, okay.
Yeah.
Got a table, 2 chairs, and quite a good gaming chair actually.
Yeah.
This included?
Yeah, included.
Yeah, okay, that's good actually. I don't know what you call this stuff. Yeah, Mediterranean style, I guess. Some storage in the closet. And a interesting looking fan. Separate bill, so you want to use the fan to save money. Yeah, just the standard wardrobe. Pretty big balcony actually. That's a plus, having a balcony overlooking a construction site. But you can see the ocean actually. The beach is right there. Yeah, okay. So not quite an ocean view, but almost. Washer dryer, this machine. Yeah, washer dryer in one machine. And rain shower. Quite a big shower. Probably fit maybe 2 or 3 people in here.
Yes.
This one also has the rooftop pool. Ah, very chilled. And you do get a proper ocean view up here. It's looking into Mian there. This one was 14 million dong, or 520 US dollars a month. And really what you're paying for is the rooftop pool and the Mian area, where you'll find the majority of Western restaurants, bougie coffee, bars, and one of the best beaches in Da Nang. While it is a great place to start your stint in the city, if you don't like tourists and busy areas, it might not be for you. Not to worry, there are cheaper and quieter apartments coming up. The next apartment was just around the corner, and as is so often the case with these tours, was in the middle of being cleaned. Drinking water straight from the tap. It's quite rare actually in Vietnam to see that, isn't it? Quite a good desk. This is all the furnishing come included? No?
Only this.
Okay. Okay. This one was so overpriced, it didn't even warrant a full tour. Yes, the location was 100 meters from the beach and restaurant area, but it just felt so cramped, and without a proper balcony, I would have felt very claustrophobic. The agent was trying to justify the $555 a month price tag because the property is long instead of square. Personally, for me, it wouldn't make much of a difference. Not cheap enough for you? No worries. There are several ultra low budget properties coming soon to this channel, so make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss out on those. The next one is a top floor apartment with plenty of natural light. It's also cheaper and in a quieter area. So we're just in An Hai, at the real tip of An Hai, kind of quite far down the Son Trap Peninsula, and we're just seeing another 1-bedroom apartment. This one, I think it's just been occupied, so it might not be clean yet, just a heads up. But yeah, location-wise, it seems a little bit industrial around here, lots of open lots, and look at this. Not exactly what we're looking for, but okay, we're coming into the suburbs a bit now. This looks a bit nicer. Stove there. That's a dishwasher apparently. Rice cooker. Of course, the sink that we see everywhere. Yep, unstandard fridge freezer combo. Bit of storage in the kitchen and a bit of storage up here. Very unusual to have a kitchen in a little room like this. I've never seen anything like that, have you? It's like a little box. Now, if you were to close this door and cook some food in here, I mean, where is the ventilation going to go? I understand that you do have a extractor fan, but I mean, these are kind of notoriously not that effective, especially when you're cooking greasy food. So this whole room would just absolutely get saturated in grease and it would stink out the whole place. So I reckon that's why they've put this little glass cage on the kitchen, probably because they didn't have it before. And yeah, it just, they realized it was stinking out the room too much. So there is a nice balcony on this one and quite a cool view. So I'll check that out in a second. Very decent little working desk, TV, wardrobe, and the bathroom's back here. Washing machine in the back and clothesline. Yeah, pretty basic bathroom. I mean, pretty standard. Vanity there, not too special. And you've got a kind of traditional Vietnamese shower where you just kind of hang it up. It's more like a wet room than a shower, and then the whole bathroom gets wet, which is pretty normal here in Vietnam. It's not really unheard of to have that, and it's not too bad as long as you can get one of those, I don't know what they're called, like a scraper to kind of wash the water away so that the whole bathroom's not soaked and you're not, every time you go for a piss, you're not getting wet feet. Let's go check out the balcony. Some construction across the road and a very nice looking building there actually. It's the Sontra Peninsula in the distance. And that's the river in the background. You can see the bridge there. So we're kind of right between the river and the ocean. Quite a long walk to the beach from here though. I'd say a good 800 meters to a kilometer, and that's the beach. So it is walking distance, but I mean, it's a long walk. Otherwise, it's a pretty local neighborhood, this one. I don't see a lot of vacant lots for construction, which is good. Got a cafe across the road down there. And yeah, just a big balcony. Loads of space out here to sit and enjoy a coffee or, yeah, just get some fresh air, get some natural light. And these sliding bifold doors, which you can open up. I'm pretty sure you can open those up the whole way, which would create a really nice indoor-outdoor flow. So that is definitely a benefit of this place. For a price point of 13.5 million, which is about $510, $512, I'd say, I mean, it's a studio. Let's be honest, guys. This is not a one bedroom. He did sell it to me like it was a one bedroom, but let's be realistic here. This is a studio. Just because you put a glass cage on the kitchen doesn't make it a one bedroom. This one does have quite thick curtains. A ceiling fan, which would be good because your electricity bill is not included. And yeah, pretty sizable table. That's actually plastic. That's not marble. It's fake. You haven't really got a place to sit and watch TV though. I just realized this. This is supposed to be the couch. So you've got a little table here. This is the couch. And that's your TV. Not exactly the most comfortable setup. Gotta love it. Even the buttons that they put in the elevator are not straight, and all the numbers look they're all kind of they're all they're all not straight. So sometimes the finishings in Vietnam, like they'll just finish things so quickly here and put so little attention to detail into getting everything looking nice. So it's definitely something you're gonna have to kind of learn to expect here. Very low garage, but you have got a space to put your motorbike behind a lockable fence, which is definitely important. Not that security is really a problem. Okay, all right, on to the next one. Oh. Hey Doc, I'm with my main man Doc again today. I will be putting his number in the description, guys. So like I said this last on the last video, but if you are wanting to get a driver here in Vietnam and you're in Da Nang, you're in Hoi An, this is the guy, give him a buzz. If you guys watched my video last week, you would have seen that we toured a property in this area, a couple in fact actually, and the inner part of the suburb is very suburban. You've got lots of houses, lots of coffee shops, but the kind of outer ends of it, it's lots of barbecue, seafood, quite a few karaoke spots, a few bars. So it seems like this one is like the other ones, a little bit on the internal part, so a bit more suburban. Let's go check it out. Okay, brother. Glass wall with a bathroom there. King size bed? I think so, yeah. King size bed. Got a sofa and a little balcony. I don't really think there's much point going out there, but you can kind of see the ocean. Yeah, it's not actually too bad. And the good thing is, on this one, just looking out on the balcony, I'll just go out there anyway. Go check it out. There's no construction directly opposite. So you are looking down at a roof and a lot of city butts, but there's no empty lots right in front of you. So there's no construction here at least. So you should be able to keep your ocean view. That's smart. Inlay there. Cubicle, and I think this is tinted glass as well. Yeah, it is. So unlike some of the other properties that we've seen, on this one you can actually take a shit in private. Final property that I saw would be the cheapest and, in my opinion, the best value. Yeah, probably give that water pressure about a 6 out of 10. Big freezer, holy shit. That's massive. So if you're like me, you like your meat, guys, definitely. Yeah. Actually, it's not too bad, to be honest. Like, pretty. It's small, but like this one's well designed at least. Like, it's compact. Definitely a bit of wear and tear on the backboard there. Bit of damage on the walls. No mold smell. Do you know? Oh, it's got a fan. Oh, cool. Oh, that is useful actually. Yeah, any place you can find with a fan is always going to save you tons of money because the electricity bill here in Da Nang, especially when it's summer, is just so high. This one was 11.9 million VND, which is 453 US dollars per month. Personally, I think this one was the best value. Is Da Nang getting too expensive? Well, It depends on your perspective. If you came here even a year ago, you would notice that prices have gone up substantially. But this is always going to be the result when demand increases. You can find cheaper accommodation in rural parts of Vietnam and other countries in Southeast Asia like Thailand and Cambodia. My advice would be to stick to the winter and shoulder seasons. Don't come during the peak season between March and August if your main consideration is budget. Come outside of this window and lock in a long-term contract, and you will be able to save yourself $100 or even $200 at the minimum. On the next episode of Apartment Hunting, I will be touring 3 two-bedroom apartments in the luxurious Sam's Tower with stunning views and world-class amenities. To see a range of properties at different price points from budget to luxury, then consider watching this video next. This one over my left shoulder explores why Da Nang is getting so expensive right now, as well as the data behind it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.